Oh, good. Well, Fapney says he's good. He wishes he was still on his break. He's sleepy too, but he has some Red Bull. So yeah, I mean, so long as you're not asleep, I guess, at work, that's fine. I can understand that. I appreciate that too. Oh goodness. Slowbro. Typing should be water and psychic if I remember correctly. And he should go down relatively easy. And it's just a Slowbro. We're gonna fight a bunch of them once we actually get to Seafoam. Gyarados just isn't cutting it lately, but I think it's because the levels on Gyarados are a little too low. Type advantage doesn't mean anything if you're like 10 levels under. This thing isn't 10, but he is 4 or 5, I believe. 37 to, what was it, 43? Yeah, that's 6 levels under? That's not so good. Oh, man. Is it high? Okay, James Mason says she can almost taste high rank in Monster Hunter. You were going to raise your Hunter rank more, but grew bored and wanted to get Elder Dragon material. Is it high rank or is it G rank that you're going into? Because high rank is still pretty fun, going from low rank to high rank, but G rank is always super fun. Because getting into G rank is always like, oh man, better be ready. High? Yeah, that's fair too. Oh, nice. Well, good luck at uni, Fapneys. Because, I mean, obviously, it's good that you're not working so much anymore, because that always feels better when you don't have to deal too much with, you know, a ton of work. But I hope university finds you well. There we go. Blah blah blah. But yeah, no, the high rank, going from low to high is always super fun. I can't remember what you gotta do for Generations U to do low to high, but I know that it's not gonna be too much of a grind. I know we're off from it still in our LP, and I mean, you guys have seen it. You guys, from your point of view, I think we're only 2 stars, and Megan's back, so I gotta kick the mic out.
What are we talking about?
Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Yep. I know from your guys' position, it seems like we're only 2 stars because that's about as far as we've gotten, but we should fairly quick be able to get even higher than that, because to be honest, it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm hunting big monsters in low rank, I can do that with starting material and usually get through it pretty okay.
Because the rule for hi, I'm back.
Yeah.
Rule for the GU LP is that you can grind off screen if it doesn't trigger any cutscenes or any spoilers.
Yeah, I can't go any further than we've been.
Yeah, so you can go and just fight any off-screen missions and shit, and just so long as you don't talk to the NPC that gives you the next progression.
Or anything like that, yeah.
You know, as long as you've shown everything.
That's basically my private rules, yes.
Which is good, because then it's not like you gotta fight the same thing 20 times on screen.
No, we wind up fighting the same thing 80 times off screen.
Yeah. The concept for the World LP would have been better if you had like a consistent squad, so that there would be more people to bounce off of than just me.
Yeah, and that was always the idea, but after the first few runs, everybody just lost interest in it.
Which is fine. You can't expect them all to be like a part of your stuff.
Oh, no. I mean, they just completely lost interest in some of them.
World?
Yeah, some of them
Weird.
got as high as like Hunter rank 30 and then just never touched it again.
Oh, well, I mean, if they don't want to, they don't want to.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's always an option. You're always allowed to just drop it if you want to. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, that's almost feels depressing.
I'm gonna catch up on the chat a little bit.
It's not too much, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it wasn't gone very long.
Oh, there's a seal.
People being sleepy and having some Red Bulls. Red Bulls are pretty effective as far as like keeping yourself awake goes. There is a new energy drink out. I don't know if it's everywhere, but we have it in my store that I work in, called a Bang. So we're constantly like on the verge of formulating some sort of BlazBlue joke and then don't whenever I buy one.
Yeah.
They have 300 milligrams of caffeine in them. That's like more than enough in one sitting for most people. It's a baby seal.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Mm-hmm. So we're doing chaining. Should I show up?
No, you don't have to. It's
okay.
fine. You can just keep talking. I don't want to distract you right now.
But like there's a new energy drink out with 300 milligrams of caffeine. I think Red Bulls are like, depending on the size, like I don't know, like 120, 150.
200 and something.
A shot of espresso is 75 milligrams, so that's an easy way to go off.
You're a little bit loud, by the way.
Okay, sorry.
Just letting you know.
But it's like they all have like ridiculous bullshit fake sugar candy flavors. They're like cotton candy and stuff, and I like those. Not everyone does though. Some people think it's just nasty and fake tasting. They have creatine in it, which I had to look up. Turns out it's like a protein supplement for bodybuilders, and they stuck it in this friggin' energy drink. I looked it up, like, does this have side effects? And they're like, most people don't have side effects, but here's a list of some standard stuff that could happen. And then it says, taking it with caffeine will increase your chance of side effects. So it was like, thank you, WebMD, I already drank the thing.
Yeah, right. There's an item over there.
But I'd suggested if you need to be awake and maybe also swole. I don't know.
I don't think it's actually going to function as any kind of bodybuilding anything.
Yeah, no, but they put that in it.
And I'm willing to bet that the list of side effects are probably things like your kidney and liver shutting down.
No, it's stuff like you might get a headache, you might get diarrhea, you might get nauseous.
Well,
if
it's a protein supplement, those are typically the actual side effects. They cause a lot of cancers too.
Well, I don't drink them often.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Oh god, there's a lot of slowpoke down here.
You're specifically going for seals?
Yeah, specifically for seals. I'm trying to go up another level because there's one.
Oh. Hi, Kleincool. Yes, energy drinks are evil, and we can only defeat them by eating them.
By eating them?
Eat to defeat.
I mean, that's not a great idea, but I guess I'm not going to argue with you.
People are asking about the Iceborne expansion for Monster Hunter World. We're pretty excited.
Oh god, that is what I called it. We had a discussion about this in the newest session for Monster Hunter.
So you guys haven't seen it.
I called it Iceborne, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called.
It just seems like that
you were like, isn't that a Skyrim thing? And I'm
it sounds like it's not what they'd call it, but yeah, that's what they're calling it?
Yeah,
we're excited.
Last I checked, I don't think we know anything about it, right? It's just that it's oh, hold on, I hit the wrong button. It's just that it's gonna be a new thing, and
Should I just pop in?
I mean, yeah, sure. It's just gonna be a new one, and we know like Narkakuga is in it or something, right?
Yeah.
3, 2. Oh wait. Okay, 3, 2, 1, throw.
All right.
And like that was the last thing I saw.
Yeah,
and the fact that there's clearly going to be ice in it. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, there's a chance that his squad will come back. I feel like on a business level, it's like we should also at some point probably just try and make connections with other people who would be streaming, and just make it as like it's like as a business, because like you're bringing in people who just want to play.
It's an idea I've been thinking about. Yes, because I do know other streamers and stuff like that. So maybe I'll see if there's some way that I can get in on that. If they have plans to do it, we'll see.
Yeah, part of it with that, and with the God Eater LP that kind of fell through. One of the issues is that it was people who aren't going to necessarily be used to being on microphone all the time.
XL, by the way, for the size.
Big boy.
Really big seal, apparently.
God, he's 5 feet long.
He's 5 feet long instead of 3, and he's another 100 pounds.
The biggest boy.
2 extra feet and 100 pounds of seal.
It's an elephant seal.
Jesus. A little bit. That's the second one we caught. Okay.
There was always the issue of, you can't necessarily expect people to always have something to say. You can't expect them to always be clear and have good audio and not say anything that would get you banned from YouTube.
2, oh, wait. 3, 2, 1, throw. Oh, I went way off.
That was odd.
Yeah. It's because I kind of wanted to avoid the mic, so I think I pulled to the left.
That's fine. I still got
My
him.
bad.
I got lucky.
Yeah, well.
But yeah,
Yeah, that
like,
seal was an absolute fucking unit, by the way.
someday we'll conglomerate into, like, just people who stream Monster Hunter, maybe.
I mean, no, I don't think we'll ever conglomerate doing it.
You know, just people who already want to stream.
We might find other streamers, sure.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Possibility.
Conglomeration is completely different from that.
I don't know. I just used a word.
That's like merging.
Yeah, no, like, just, you know, like a team up for the sake of, like,
It's not
monster
conglomerating,
hunting.
though. Conglomerating implies that it would be a permanent team up.
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
That would be like Hundera becomes like Hundera Plus, which is just everyone.
Hundera Corp.
Or something,
Featuring,
yeah.
featuring the Hunderites.
The Corp. Let's see, I'm gonna have to go back in now. I accidentally walked out. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think they could get that big.
That big ass seal?
Yeah, the Pokemon variants.
Well, I kind of expected the variants to, truthfully, kind of expected them to get even bigger. They didn't, though, and I'm actually kind of happy that they didn't, because I like the concept of having smaller Pokemon, and then having giant Pokemon is fine, but, I kind of expected, because when it comes to giant Pokemon in, like, the anime, hold on, 3, 2, 1, throw? Oh, I was way off, I'm sorry.
I bounced weird, too.
But when you get larger Pokemon in, like, the anime or the manga for the different series and stuff like that, they're always like, hey, do you want a Slowpoke that's the size of a truck?
I do.
And it's like, yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know. Do I?
I'm fine with that. I want a Slowpoke I can ride around. It's inefficient, but they're
Yeah, it's
cool.
super inefficient. You know what I'm going to do really fast? Well, this one is apparently
Combo 4.
completely
This one's
normal.
3-7, so that's normal.
Yeah. What I'm going to do really fast is I'm going to get into the bag, and I am going to... I think I'm going to move some Pokemon into our party that don't usually get experience.
So get some levels.
Yeah, so that we can level some things up.
You want to have an Omastar around?
I'll put the Omastar in place of Blastoise, and I think I'm going to move... where's Stella? Does
Probably
she still
nearest
exist?
the top. Like I've been bothering Josh that we need to level Stella up.
Yeah,
for a bit.
Megan's been asking for Stella for a while, so I'm gonna move in Stella.
Who wants to be
God.
getting their spotlight stolen by a sexy goose? You can take Cadbury if you need
Ash
to.
had a giant Kingler too. That was a thing. I could take Cadbury. You know what? We'll take Cadbury and Gyarados out, and then we'll move Fapnys and Dark to the front.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm okay with
So if we go into a battle, we've got 2 fires in the ice place. That's probably good.
It'll
Other than
probably be
water
fine.
stuff.
Yeah, unless we run into a water Pokemon. But
Which is
how
fine.
likely is that, right?
It's fine. It's fine.
I forgot we had a Mew in here.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to use Mew though.
Me neither.
It's just for completion.
We'll move Tiny Chew into the party because why not? That's not how you move things into the party, Josh. Come on. There we go. Gyarados. There we go. Yeah, that's fine for now.
So we got the small squad.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Klein Cool. So you missed Tomodachi Life for about 2 and some change hours.
Our baby grew up. She's weird looking.
Yeah, the baby became
We almost
not an adult,
banished her
but
from
like
the
a
island,
kid.
but like we didn't have the heart.
We debated on banishing the child from the island.
I put a hat on Devil
serious
Joe.
concern. And then we did this, and pretty much we just did the mansion. We walked around the mansion and looked
Didn't
at things.
like get everything though.
Not yet. And then
Failed
we
to catch
decided that
Ditto.
what we're gonna do is we're just gonna chain seals for a little bit and have some
So
talky
this is
discussions, I
the
guess.
time where people can ask dumb things of me.
Oh yeah, totally. If you guys want to ask stuff in chat, we'll talk about it. Like just give us some
Absolutely.
topics and we'll bring it up.
Like if you want to just like bother me specifically about whether or not certain Pokemon are good
Yeah,
boys.
we almost banished the baby. There was a question about it. It was, do you want to keep the baby or turn the baby into a traveler? And we decided to keep the baby.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, throw.
I don't know how that was an
I
excellent,
don't
but
know.
cool.
Well, I had the excellent, you didn't.
Yes, if you want to ask us Digimon questions, I
yeah.
will not get any answers
Go
right.
for it.
Have not been keeping up with the current stuff. Like last time we streamed, you guys did mention that there were some new designs.
As a small seal, by the
don't
way.
think I've seen any of them. Baby seal?
No, just little, like
Okay.
2 feet long.
Aw.
Or it may have actually been 3 and then some change.
I want
or
to
something
line
like that,
all of
but-
our seals up in a row from smallest to biggest.
Okay, well,
Do
that's
go
not
on.
a seal. I almost walked over to grab that. Like, uh-oh.
Huh?
I've lost quite a bit of tracking. Is the ball out of batteries again?
Hope not.
What happened? Hold on.
Huh.
Pokeball's not coming back. Hold on. Technical difficulties on this thing? Give me a second.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah, go
Best
for
boy
it.
ranking for Blaze Blue.
Didn't we give that last week?
Kind
or-
of. We didn't do it officially, though. If we're doing just the boys,
Oh, whoops.
because all
Wow.
girls are good. That's not
Okay.
true. But like if we're doing like
Apparently
best
we went
boys,
back to
I'm
normal.
gonna say Ragna is at the top, Bang directly
crap.
below him, and they change depending. So are we getting this?
No, we're running. It just
Okay.
it walked into me.
Okay.
I think what may have happened is maybe it was too far away from the Switch and it just lost connection for a short period of time.
Worst boy is Carl. That's correct. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I've just got to double down on it. He's an innocent child who's been under bad circumstances, but he's the worst to have
Three,
to play as.
2, 1, go.
He keeps cursing our plays too.
Yeah.
He's like, we can't put up an episode about Carl without something going wrong. Is the
Crap.
problem.
Hold on. 3, 2, 1, throw.
So
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
say number 1, Ragna, number 1.5, Bang, number 3, Arakune, and then Hakumen, then Jean, Carl's down there somewhere. Are there any other boys? I mean, if we are including people who aren't playable in the first game, Jubei's in there somewhere. I want to say he's like just after Ragna, but no, Bang's better than... I don't know. I think you'd have to put them next to me, and they both have to hand me like a flower, and I choose which flower is the best.
Right?
Arakune is probably not a good boy, but I like him anyway, so I give him extra points.
entire, like, storyline,
Is that he's a bad boy?
kind of.
Yes, but we love him. He is the most attractive boy, according to Lychee.
Yeah, I guess.
Mentioned in chat, Digimon World 2 is
Yeah,
fun, but it's a
okay.
dungeon crawler. I love dungeon
So
crawlers.
here's the thing: people were talking about they'd love to see any Digimon games on the channel. I agree, 100%.
Someone did like send me an ask on Pokemon, and I didn't publish it because I didn't want to like.
You mean on Popgaz?
Huh?
You said on Pokemon.
That's my blog, Pokemon.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
No, on Popka, someone just mentioned I'll send you the game if you need it because I really want to see you play it. And it's like I didn't like say anything, but it's like that should honestly be one of the next ones we do because we have Digimon World Dawn and the Capture Card 3DS. We need to
which
get
one?
on it. Digimon World Dawn.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah,
we
we
do
have
have
it.
Dawn, sure.
Yeah, like Dusk is your personal game, and I didn't want to erase it, so we
Yeah, and
got
we
Dawn
could
to go
play
with
that
it.
one. That one's not too bad.
That should come up soon. I feel like Waifu Month being right around the corner is going to delay anything we say that's going to come soon,
Unfortunately.
but that it should be. It's been a while since we've done a Digimon.
Yeah, we have
Mm-hmm.
plans to do Digimon. We actually wanted to do Digimon World,
Oh yeah, we wanted
like
to
just the
stream
first
that
one,
shit.
but we want to stream it is the thing. So
Yeah.
we're kind of like back and forth on when we want to
So you
start
can
it because we want to make sure
live.
that everybody can be around for the start of a game or something like that.
You
but-
can be here and experience the magic of me going up to the thing where you train intelligence and saying, "So you see, class, triangles are the key to everything," like 5 fucking times in a row.
Yeah, because she won't not say that.
It's a space tree reference.
Yeah. That particular game, though, we would do like an actual like channel LP, but it's way better as like a stream in both of our opinions because you constantly have I almost said Diggles. You constantly have Digimon that are
Diggles.
dying like constantly. Oh, I was gonna throw
I
it, but
thought I
okay.
saw into the corner of
No.
my eye that you gestured.
No.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't matter. You caught it anyway, but you didn't. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh well. Okay, let's try this again.
Well,
3,
it was
2, 1,
cute.
go. Yeah.
It's cute when he does his little head bob.
Digimon World 1 will probably be a thing that we do. Digimon World... Is it Dawn? We were just talking about it. It's Dawn, right?
We have Dawn.
Yeah,
we have both. Dawn is the one that's not been played.
That might be one that we do for the channel, and then people were suggesting Digimon World 2. We don't have access to it.
Yeah.
It is a dungeon crawler. It's actually a very interesting kind of dungeon crawler, too. It's very, like... I don't want to say Chocobo's Dungeon. What's the general term for that? Is that Natsume
The Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, it's a Mystery Dungeon game.
It's Chunsoft Dungeons, I believe.
Why did I think it was Natsume?
I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah.
Harvest Moon Mysterious Dungeon sounds amazing, though.
Yeah. You know what?
I guess that would be Rune Factory Mysterious
That sounds
Dungeon.
pretty good. But yeah, no, it's just a mystery dungeon game.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty
I
fun
love
mystery
those,
dungeon,
but
too.
like
Three, 2, 1, throw.
definitely stream format so that we
well.
can get conversation going instead
3,
of a channel.
2,
LP.
1, go.
There we
Digimon
go.
World 2 might wind up, if we ever get it or ever have access to it or whatever, might wind up being like an LP more than a stream, but I don't know. It's been a bit.
The thing that was like, whenever it's like, oh, we should try and get that game, the thing is, we've got so many games we plan to LP and haven't yet, that like, oh, getting new games, it's like, it just kind of flips the switch in my brain for, oh no, too many things. Because, like, we've got so many stuff. I want to say...
We do have a lot of things we're touching right now.
I think last time I may have mentioned... It was either last time or it was yesterday in our recordings that you guys haven't seen yet. Kingdom Hearts is on the list.
Yeah.
Did we mention that?
I think that was last stream.
Okay. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I want to force Josh to play. We have the original, like, the Wii Xenoblade Chronicles.
3, 2, 1, throw.
And we have not played it, like, almost at all. And I was like, I kind of want to get that because, like, we bought it when it was a rare game. And then didn't do anything with
it. Yeah. Speaking of rare games, one of the reasons why we don't have Digimon World 2 to play is because of the Digimon World curse, for those of you who aren't 100% aware of what I'm talking about when I say that. So Digimon games will almost always, within about 2 years, become unbelievably expensive to find.
That's why we even own Digimon Data Squad, is because we were worried that would happen.
Well, that's because I kind of figured that might happen eventually, so we wound up picking it up anyway. But the reason I own all of my Digimon games, with the exception of the first, which I got because I really liked it, was because, well, A, I wanted to play them, but B, yes, it's just the curse.
It's like, if you don't get it now, you'll never get it.
Yeah. So, as kind of a weird example of this kind of stuff, Digimon World 2, I believe the last time I checked, was more than $100 online.
Oof. Which,
and it's just like,
honestly, considering like Patreon money and stuff, it's like, yes, we should invest in them because they're the things people want to see, and we can get the money. It's not that big a deal. Like, it's
3, 2, 1.
Digimon, if nothing else, would be worth it.
Yeah.
But it's like there's so many other things. Like, we wanted to go back to Sonic stuff at some point. I at some point wanted to do a bunch of Chow Garden stuff in Adventure 2, and then just have like a Chow episode where it's like I show off what I've done, and I never did it. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I probably did somewhere, and it's lost to the sheer pile of things I say. I, on my personal file for Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam, was going to name all my Chows after the kids from Digimon Frontier and try and like figure out which Chow forms would be best for them, and I haven't. I was gonna.
Does it actually go for 60? I thought Digimon World 2 went for way more than that. Because maybe it's just the last time I checked, but the last time I checked, I swear to God, it was over 100.
It's probably going to depend on the condition. Like, Shattuck's also mentioning as low as 30 without a case, which is kind of like an iffy, like, do you want to buy it without a case?
Does Kokonoe want slash?
Yes, but leave payday.
So you want to remove fake out, taunt, or bite?
Can I see the stuff on fake out? I don't remember how it goes.
That's this attack always hits first, and it makes the target flinch.
Power 40 though, as opposed to what is slash?
Power 70.
I'd go with slash over fake
out. Yeah, but it
out.
also does flinch. That's the thing. It's 100% of the time fake out hits, it does flinch.
You know what? We just got the TM for taunt,
so
if for some reason...
So if we decide that we want it back, we can just... Yeah, that's fine.
Which we don't even necessarily
That makes sense, actually, yeah. Also, yes, we mentioned it during, I think, Tomodachi Life. Somebody asked about it in chat. We just recorded Neptunia. Neptunia does exist. It's just, I need to edit it, and then we need to upload it. So probably this week or next week, one of the two.
Oh, this one's a little smaller, too.
Yeah. Just keep getting progressively smaller seals.
And then the one big seal.
Yeah. I want
That's
an even
a
bigger
dugong.
seal. I want a seal that shows up and is like 800 feet long, and it's like, oh god, no.
You just want the world seal.
Yeah, give me the seal that the world is on the back of. It seals all the way down.
God, actually, like, I would love a creation mythos of some kind where it's basically Jormungandr is just a seal. Would be super cute. I know I pronounced that wrong, by the way.
Hjormungandr?
Whatever.
I've heard some people suggest, by the way, as part of like a fake, I believe in this kind of creation mythos, that the back of the continents it's like dirt and stone sitting on the backs of lobster shells. Because
That would be
lobsters
kinda cute.
grow indefinitely. So it's like,
we're running from this, right?
Yeah, we're running from this. And then it's like, oh, well, you know, the earthquakes are just the lobsters moving or trying to shed their shells.
Also, some Fat News mentioned there's a streamer somewhere who uses a face rig with Neptune on it.
I'm not
and
surprised.
says vulgar stuff into the stream.
I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's just like just watching Neptune say fuck.
So
worse things.
face rigs are a big thing that some people really like. To do that, we'd have to have a webcam for it.
Yeah, we'd
and-
also have to get face rig.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too. Actually, I don't
It's
know
on
if I do,
Steam.
but I might own face rig.
I
I'm
don't
not 100%
know.
sure. I may have picked it up in a Humble Bundle at
I
some
don't
point.
remember.
But what I was going to say is I know plenty of streamers who kind of do things similar to that. I also know of a handful of streamers who, and this is the most confusing thing I've ever heard, they will go into VR chat, which is, it's another game. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, throw. They'll go into VR chat. They will sit in a room that is very small and takes up very little processing power, put the camera on them so that it's looking at their faces, and then turn a game on instead, and they will play it with that set as a webcam. And it's like, that is the weirdest idea. And if you're in a VR rig, A, I don't know how you're doing that, but B, it looks like your head is just following around when you're doing things, and you can even see the hands and stuff.
Yeah, but you're not necessarily getting the mouth movement, so you have to have...
You kind of get Vizim's mouth movement, so it kind of works at the same time.
Josh will occasionally pop into VR chat to, like, communicate with various people who do have VR headsets. We don't. But he'll pop in to just be like, hi. Hey!
It's a squirrel.
Hey!
We already got a Squirtle, though.
He's big, though.
Yeah, but we're chaining other Pokemon right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll get you your big Squirtle later.
Yeah, no, we have a Squirtle, so I can't be too...
I'm sorry.
I can't get too excited.
I know, but I'm sorry.
Oh, there's a seal.
We're looking for Seal, though.
Huh. Klein Cool is telling us there's sort of a myth in Tibet where the land is a gigantic female demon and the earthquakes are her rolling around.
3.
That's pretty cool.
2. Okay, wait. 3, 2, 1, go.
I also like the
little
idea of, like, continents on the backs of manatees, because manatees will grow, like, algae on their backs.
Yeah.
Just Manatee Island sounds
I guess
pretty
that
fun.
makes sense. 3, 2, 1, throw. Oh, that actually hit. I was
I
expecting
thought he was
that
about
to not
to bop
work.
him.
Yeah, I thought so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that was... Will it hit? Yes, good. What's
know
your
what the chain's
opinion
up to
on some of these being turned into candy, by the way? Are you keeping a seal army?
No, we're gonna have to grind these up for candy,
Okay,
which
like
is unfortunate.
you're
I don't
not
like
collecting.
doing that. No, I don't
Okay.
like the concept of collecting when it comes to this kind of
All
stuff,
right.
because we only have a limited amount of space anyway. That box is not infinite, by the way.
Yeah. But like I'm a person who likes to collect.
Yeah, and I'm
seal
fine
is
with
one
that.
of
I'm
your
just letting you know that
faves.
the
Yeah.
box is it seriously does not hold that many Pokemon. I think it holds like 1,000, but it's still not enough.
Tiny Squirtle.
Tiny Squirtle. It's the tiny
The
turtle
Squirtle.
Pokemon.
Squirt.
The Squirtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I like collecting and then naming everything and having just a theme and just having a squad that I never use. But yeah, you're just looking for the best seal.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
VR chat, by the way, everyone is Neptune, and everybody's cursing. I should probably point that out, too. 3, 2, 1, go. If you're not Neptune, you're a Vocaloid. That's how that works.
Yeah, I am, and will probably remain disdainful of the concept of going into VR chat on a personal level. Like, I'm not against the games, like, okay, a lot of people use it. It's Second Life without camera control and without an inventory system. And every time I hear this, it's like, no thanks. If I'm going to go into a virtual world where I can be anything, I want to be able to be anything on the fly and, like, put on hats and stuff. Not really a thing with the way it works in VR chat, and also you can't zoom out and look at yourself without a mirror. So it's like, nah. Because I do like Second Life nonsense, not like hardcore. I'll go through phases where I'll go in and do things and then I'll leave. It's the place where I am the most furry. I don't consider myself a furry.
Yeah, well.
I don't. I like drawing animals.
3, 2, 1. Oh, crap. We both threw somehow.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, throw.
I consider furry to be something that you can just sort of, if you say you're not a furry,
3, 2, 1,
you're not a
throw.
furry. Because, like, it's kind of like it's participation in a community. It's not just, like, a hobby you have. So it's like, I don't really consider myself a furry. If I am in Second Life actually socializing with people, I go straight to the furries.
3, 2, 1, throw.
Because there's, like...
Okay, you did that
Sorry.
way early. 3, 3, 2, 1, throw.
Like there's 3 different types of people in Second Life. There's more, but there's 3 main types of people that will actively be around and participate in communities. It's normies, by which I mean normie nerds, where it's like maybe
Little too loud. You can bring it down.
older people who were like Trekkies, or people who are maybe really into like Warcraft or whatever, who just like to have a place where they can hang out and maybe have like a house and a pet. You know, people who will like chat and then maybe have a project where they'll like make steampunk things and hang out with friends and dance.
So do you want Kokonoe to evolve?
Yeah, that's why we wanted Kokonoe out. I want to see what this looks like. So you're going to want to switch into riding her.
Okay, you want me just to ride Kokonoe?
I want to see how this looks.
Fair enough.
But it's like, there's the normie nerds who just kind of hang out and chat.
Will be added to the Pokédex.
Okay, I guess I should do this. Persian, the classy cat, Pokémon. The gem in its forehead glows on its own. It walks with all the grace and elegance of a proud queen.
Kokonoe is tiny.
She was tiny to begin with.
I forgot Kokonoe was
small.
so tiny. She's only 2 feet.
Yeah, she's a small.
That's so little.
I think she's was
like
when we got her.
Cat.
Yeah. Which is going to make it extra implausible when we ride her.
Yeah, we're just riding a house cat.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to learn Swift.
I don't think we need it. I mean, you can remind me what it has on it.
What, Swift?
It's 60 power.
60 and then it always
accuracy.
hits no matter what.
Not amazing.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, like we already have a bunch of normal type moves. We've got stronger moves. It doesn't matter to me.
Swift used to be good. In first gen, I think Swift was pretty good.
Yeah, but there's normie nerds. There's people looking for weird internet hookups. Second Life has a lot of that. I'm not going to go into detail, but it is basically just people just try to find people to chat with for that. And then there's furries. And furries seem to be the only ones in Second Life with any sense of humor. They're the only ones who do anything ironically, other than trolls who don't stay there long. They are like probably the coolest to talk to. So like if I'm interacting with people instead of just like going around and looking at things, in Second Life, it's like the furries are the cool people. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because I don't normally, and then like, it's like, oh, well, normally you're a person who does normal things. I pass as a normal person.
3, 2, 1, go.
Pretty well, most of the time.
Fuck. 3, 2, 1, throw.
But then I go into Second Life, so like, well, get my cat head on, got my ears aligned, which skin do I want, which tail do I want, there I go, now I can socialize.
Yeah. So I was reading chat
Yeah.
too. But
Everyone's a little bit furry, I feel.
I don't think that's true.
It's a scale. You can be
I
1%
don't think
furry.
that's true.
Well, I mean, I guess there's people out there that 100% hate animals in all forms. I guess that's a thing.
Whatever. Look, Almanites evolving.
Oh, hey. Zoidberg's turning into angry Zoidberg.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the shiny version of that? Because I
He's
think
green, right?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I thought it was red for a minute, but no, I think you're right. I think it might be
Yeah.
green.
Well, the shiny version of Zoidberg is blue.
Your Almanite evolved into Omastar.
Like in the Futurama episode where they have like the alternate universe, it's basically this shade of blue for Zoidberg.
Yeah, kinda.
So I always think of Ammonite as being like Zoidberg B.
Go ahead.
No, it's Zoidberg A.
Yeah,
It's 1 in A. Anyway, Omastar, the spiral Pokemon. Its sharp beak rings its mouth.
Excuse me.
Its shell was too big for it to move freely, so it became extinct.
The
That's why?
the shell on this one is exceptionally large.
Yeah, dang.
It's like a foot taller, but it's like a full, what is it, it's 40 pounds heavier.
Dang. And it's all shell, you know
It's
it
all
is.
shell. I bet you there's barely any like meat on this shell. Omastar wants to learn the move Spike Cannon. Actually, that's not too bad a move, so maybe.
Yeah. Are we keeping this around in the party, or did you just want to level it?
I just kind of wanted to level it to evolve it, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. We might. We got a lot of water types, though. That's kind of the problem here. Let's see. Rock Throw, Rock Slide, Protect, Hydro Pump. What's Rock Throw again? Picks up and throws
50-90.
small rocks at the target to attack. Okay. 50-90 versus Spike Cannon, which is 2100, but it hits 2 to 5 times.
Yeah.
So at 2, it's 40. At 5, it's 100.
What is Rock Slide?
Rock Slide is pretty good, if I remember correctly.
75-90.
And it also can flinch.
I'd rather have that than Rock Throw.
Yeah, to be honest, that's a pretty good one. And I do like Protect on
Yeah,
Pokemon
it makes
like
sense
this.
to have.
It's useful to have on certain kinds of Pokemon anyway.
Yeah.
It's not just about it making sense.
Have a good night, James Mason.
Yeah, have a really good night, James Mason.
It is not super late for us, but I do have work at like 6 in the morning,
Yeah,
so
well,
it won't be forever.
Yeah,
we're still
we'll
doing stuff.
Grind seals for a little bit longer, and then I think maybe we'll be good. This is a Wednesday stream, so
Yeah, so it's not like major stuff.
this is a cool animation. I like this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be sized right. Is that accurate? Persian
For normal Persian?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
Persians-
normal Persian sizes.
They're usually not depicted this big, is the thing, so I forget.
Yeah, well, our Persian is teeny tiny, but
Yeah.
normally I think Persians are supposed to be
Yeah,
about this
and
large.
our characters are like little kids.
Well, they should be
so,
smaller
sure.
than normal, sure, yeah.
But like
just
it looks
smaller than
like
us.
it's implausible. It still feels like they shouldn't be able to ride that. Oh, good. Got some good night borks going.
Yeah. 3,
Into the chat.
2, wait. 3, 2, 1, throw. Oh no, it's fighting back. Look like it squished those. 3, 2, 1, throw. There we go.
We haven't yet checked to see how our IVs are and anything, but how many do you have to
No,
chain to start getting good stuff?
Like 20 something, I want to say. We're at like 16 or 17, I think.
Okay.
It's not that far off, honestly.
Okay.
And we're starting to get a lot of items.
Oh yeah.
And some good experience, too. There's Stella
Hey.
leveling up.
I don't think it's 30 that she evolves.
No, I believe it's 34 or 32.
Maybe something.
So that was
Yeah.
16.
It's interesting that for most Pokemon, it is not an even number. Like, it's not on, like, a 0.
Well, it is an even number,
yeah,
but yeah,
but-
it's not on a
It's not
0.
a nice rounded off
Which
number.
it's kind of weird that it's not a rounded number, but I guess that's fine.
Oh,
I don't
there's
know
a
who
seal.
set it up, but, you know, somebody set that up in a
Yeah,
weird
it's interesting,
way.
like, so that it's not, like, predictable, is the thing. They make it
Yeah.
harder to remember, so it feels like more of a surprise.
3, 2, 1, throw. There we
There. You know what? I realized something.
What's up?
Rewinding conversations back a little bit. The best
Yeah.
boy scale for BlazBlue.
Okay.
Worst boy is not Carl.
Okay.
I have to give him 1 point because worst boy is the crow that takes Tao's dinner. I'm sorry, I just wanted that on
Well,
the
we
record.
don't know that crow's a boy, though.
No, but it is worst character.
Okay.
I mean,
alright.
not necessarily
Fair
worst.
enough.
Crows are adorable, but it's the most evil.
Yeah, crows are usually pretty cute.
Most evil character in Blaze Blue is that crow.
I mean, I guess I'm not going to disagree with that.
Oh, hey,
I don't know
Stella's
that it's
hanging
true,
with me. I didn't
but...
realize.
Yeah, oh, whoops, I ran into that
Oh, yeah,
Zubat.
no, we don't want you.
No, not fucking Zubat.
No matter
See you
how
later,
adorably
Zubat.
small you are, small with an O and one L.
Yeah. No matter how teeny tiny the
Yeah.
Zubat is and how much we want it to hang out like inside of our jacket or something, it's not cool enough. It's not, you know.
Oh, there's
what
a
we're looking
big
for.
seal.
It's not a seal.
Yeah.
Crows
are
are
boys,
ravens
ravens are ladies.
ravens are ladies.
I mean, no, you can name a boy Raven.
Have I mentioned? I don't think I have. 3, 2, 1, throw 'em. We had this conversation I think it was like a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, where me and Megan were talking about something completely unrelated, where it's like boys and girls and animals. And I made a mention where it's like, when I was a kid, I thought cows and horses were the same animal, and the cows were female and the boys were horses.
Yeah, it's kid logic. Some people don't go cats or girls, dogs or
I was
boys.
like 3 or 4 years
yeah,
old
it's,
tops.
It's
I
like you
think.
don't fully get it as a kid. And then you realize you can have boy cats, because Garfield is a boy cat. You have to figure this
It
out
was made
someday.
so much more confusing
Yeah.
by like Clarabelle Cow and
Horse
Collar.
Who
Yeah.
don't get used much, but like I guess in the 90s they ran
Yeah, I
old
remember
cartoons
seeing
more.
a lot of them for that. I don't know why. I just remember seeing them a lot.
I don't know.
So weird.
Should we swap Kokonoe out for someone else who needs to level?
I mean, we could, or we could just keep leveling Kokonoe.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
not
not
that
sure.
big a deal. Stella wants to learn agility.
Fapnes has fused the Hundog with Hakumen.
Oh, good. Great.
Borkumen.
You can read that off if you want.
I am the white Bork. I am the cold Bork. I am the just Bork. I am Borkumen. The Bork has come. Hakudog,
Bork,
maybe?
Bork.
I don't know. I'm gonna file these for like emote
Bork-
possibilities if we
Borkudog?
ever need them. Might just have to draw Hakumen with like the Hundog face.
I mean, maybe. That's up to you.
Maybe.
If you want to.
I mean,
I'm
I
not gonna
gotta
stop
always
you.
file away scribble ideas for like stream announcement videos and shit posts on Twitter, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Ah, god damn it. I didn't want
I
to
didn't
run
get
into
there
that.
fast enough to bop it.
I miss old Golbat, by the way. The one that had
Oh,
like
with
the,
the tongue.
huge, disgusting
God.
tongue coming out of his mouth. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that is the only version of Golbat, is tongue Golbat.
Tongue Golbat with his weird eyes on like the sides of his head
Yeah.
for some strange reason. Looking around all shifty and drooling.
Shadika gave us a good idea. Hundog with Hakumen hair.
Oh god.
That is exactly my brand. I think I'm fairly like frequent saying this. It comes up a lot when I'm explaining my art process. I learned to do
whoops.
art from like Sparkle Dog communities.
Yeah.
Going back as far as like Gaia Online in like 2005. Learning from like a sticky that had a tutorial. It's like, put your line art on a separate layer and use multiply for shading. It's like, that's how I learned art and stuff. I am like Sparkle Dog to my core. So a wig on a dog is always my first reaction
Go.
to dogs.
Okay, neither of us did that. Good.
Yeah, we
3,
were
2,
unenthusiastic.
Okay, wait. 3. Ah,
Fuck.
shit.
Might as well. I didn't move it. I held it up and then it moved and I kept it up and the thing threw.
Well, I don't know. At least
I
we caught
wiggled it, I guess.
I am the Bork.
Edgeborg.
Bork Lord.
I, at some point, made like a goth Sparkle Dog at some point. I don't remember. I also have
this
entire
isn't fun.
species of like Sparkle thing, and one of them is vaguely menacing. I don't
which
use them
one?
much. I should probably bring back Nightbiters.
Oh, Nightbiters is one that you should bring back more
Oh
often.
god, Nightbiters are amazing.
Yeah, Nightbiters are actually okay.
Imagine a long-necked cat with no nose, and they look a little bit unsettling at all times.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cat mixed with a llama. A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, throw.
I
Okay,
will,
well.
I'm gonna...
Okay, then.
Okay, I guess I
3,
can't opt out of this
2,
one.
1, throw.
I'm gonna shake
God
out
damn
of
it.
battle.
Why?
Maybe I can't do it
Yeah,
here?
I don't think you can.
Okay. but
Okay,
I will
hold
so
on.
I can go find night biters
3,
so that the chat
2,
knows what I mean.
1, throw. You don't have to do that right
Well,
now.
what if I want to?
Well, if you want to, I guess that's fine, but now
Yeah, it's
I'm
like, you don't
stuck
have to. No, I want
like
to.
chaining over here.
Well, that's fine. It's only for a second, but I
Okay,
don't want to.
fine.
I don't want to like bog you down by like
Jeez.
having a menu that's unpressed.
Alright. Yeah, if you want to do your thing, give me just 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm going to unplug myself.
Because your
That-
thing is charged enough.
It should be
Okay.
charged enough for now.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I keep having to plug the Pokeball in. I forget to plug this thing in all the time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's always uncharged. Stella grew to level 32. Let's see if Stella evolves, or if it's 34, 35, somewhere in there. Maybe 36. She didn't evolve, so that's fine.
Eh.
We'll wait a little bit longer for Stella. Okay, I'm going to kick the mic out, so you guys might hear some noise.
What are you doing?
So that you can go get...
Oh, I'm not getting up. I've
Oh, are
got
you
my
doing it
tablet
here?
right
Oh,
here.
okay.
Move that back.
Sorry.
I'm just waggling out of
I'm
the
so sorry.
thing so I can use both
I
hands.
think I misunderstood.
Yeah, no, you're just leave it alone.
My bad.
All right. So I might
Also,
be
I could have
slightly
done that.
less-
Somebody pointed out I can just play with both controllers in each hand. That is an option.
Sorry, I'm quiet.
No, it's okay. It's because you're looking up your
Yeah,
stuff.
I keep having to remember if it's username.deviantart because I'm thinking Tumblr is that.
No,
and
no, it's the other way.
It's deviantart.com/username. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll hit this button and then we'll push forward. Okay.
I used to be much more active on DeviantArt before
Fat Face is
Tumblr
level 40
became
now.
a place.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to put more of the character snark art up on there. Search gallery, because I don't have a folder just for them. I think.
Oh, pardon me. Okay, so I'll hit this and then I'll come back in as the ghost. I'm just gonna control both for a little
Good
bit.
luck.
It's probably not that hard.
Oh Christ! There's some characters in here that are combos of Nightbiter and Lion King OC.
Why?
Because I got hybrids made. So one of the things you can do is breed animals through anything really. It's just like, you know, adoptable markets. Someone was offering breeding slots with like a really bad MS Paint Lion King OC, and I was like, here, can you breed them to one of my Nightbiters? And I made noseless lions.
Nice.
So, which one should I show them? Let's see.
I caught that seal. I am totally able to do this all on my own.
Cool.
I even got an excellent.
Alright. I'm going to show you guys Patient Zero
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Nightbiter species. This is the redesign of him, where I kind of made his markings slightly less all over the place.
As somebody pointed out, and now Tumblr is kind of unmaking itself as a place. Yeah, it is a little bit.
It's
actively
honestly
been
not.
trying to do it for a while.
It's kind of okay. So they're trying to do one thing, and they're failing at that. But they're also not failing so hard that people are really like just unable to use the site. Some people have left, and it's like sure, but a lot of things are just exactly the same. And I find it funnier that it's exactly the same. Yes, one of the original, like, 2013 or however long ago it was, posts of like, an Ekans drawing got flagged. But they've set it up so that you can look at all of your flag posts on one page and then appeal them real easy.
Yeah, somebody
and,
in chat said it's not that bad, except
Yeah.
when you try to post a drawing of an Ekin.
Yeah, it's completely, it's fine. Like, if you are drawing things that are against the TOS, which has been expanded to more things, like, yeah, go to one of the million other sites where it's easier. It's like, Tumblr has a specific way that they do things that's very, convenient, because you can have multiple blogs on one account, and you can just go down a drop-down menu to switch between them. Otherwise, like, I mean, yeah, you have to, like, log in with a different password to get to different, like, for affinity accounts or whatever, but... like, a lot of people who are posting things that are, like, adult content can go other places. In the case of many artists, already did. You know, like, a lot of people were posting to more than one place, more people can see their stuff. So it's, like, it's inconvenient for them, but a lot of people who weren't, like, super directly affected, they may have tried moving to, like, Mastodon and then come back. That keeps happening. Like, people will try different social media sites and then come back to the one they were used to, because social media is based on whether or not all of your friends are already there. So the big sites just are too big to fall, I guess. Except MySpace, rest in peace. MySpace technically isn't dead, though. Like, it's very rare for something to completely die. But I posted what a night biter generally looks like. The rules are, it's a cat, long neck, no nose, kind of creepy looking, but then most of them have, basically just pick the most bullshit markings you can think of. It's almost to the level of like an MLP cutie mark, but just don't put it where a cutie mark goes, just put them everywhere. Just make it look like you put clip art on your thing.
Yeah.
So that's in the chat if anyone cares. Sorry, YouTube archive listeners who don't know what I'm talking about because you can't see the chat. In the future.
Somebody pointed out, by the way, Kokonoe became a majestic mount.
Oh yeah, like I was doubtful of this.
I haven't gotten off of Kokonoe this entire time.
Yeah, I had my doubts, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is actually fine.
Mm-hmm. What I was imagining in my head was much more like you're clinging to it because there's not enough room for you, and that it's barely able to support you. It's like, nope, this looks good.
Yeah, this is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it looks like kind of a weird Cheshire cat. That's a night biter, so I'm gonna eventually do more with that concept. But yeah, weird, edgy sparkle dogs, 100% my jam. That is my aesthetic to a T.
Yeah, fair enough.
Every time we see a Squirtle, I'm about to shout at it. Like,
I
want Squirtle, and then I don't, because I know better.
You want your controller back, by the way?
It's up to you.
Take it.
I'm still not going to be moving much, because you're on the
I'm on
mount.
Kokonoe.
Yeah.
I'm aware. I'm not getting anything to spawn right now, so I might walk out of the building and then back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, there's a seal.
Okay. Tumblr, the questionably successful Titanic. Yes, 100%. It's always been very hard to figure out.
3, 2, 1, throw.
How Tumblr isn't like already dead, but that's kind of in the same way that most internet-based stuff is, where it's like, how is this surviving? It's like, how does this thing make money? Because the whole system of, well, you sell ad space, and then the ads, you know, people go out and buy whatever the ad is for, and then you get money. It's like, that's always been such a shaky premise, but so much of our economy is kind of based on that. Like Tumblr, more than most, is like, half the time the ads don't show up, or the ads are just in the dashboard, so people actually looking at the Tumblr blogs proper aren't seeing them. You can put your own ads up, so I did have ads on my Tumblrs until Project Wonderful died. That was an ad service that wasn't ugly, and now there are no ad services that aren't ugly.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, but there's so many things about the system where it's like, oh, you've got all of these users and they're doing so much. It's like, they're not paying for anything.
Go.
No one pays for those $40 Tumblr themes.
3, 2, 1, throw.
I make all my own themes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I just go, it's like, you don't need to know very much about, you just need to understand the basics of CSS and HTML, which are pretty easy to get guides on. And then you need to know the Tumblr's meta tags, where it's like, this is what you write here to make it put the post box here.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And if you've got that in your head, you're fine. You don't need JavaScript. I don't know JavaScript. I don't know jQuery or HTML5, just the regular stuff. And I can make anything, really. And that's one of the main reasons that I use Tumblr, is because I'm already familiar with how to code around it. But yeah, like, I put my ads in, and there's no Tumblr ads. They're not getting money off of that. You don't pay to make an account. No one pays for the special themes.
3, 2, 1, throw.
There's like the ads are like, even when the ads show up, like the ads that you as a user would see.
Yeah.
It's like on the dashboard, it'll be like one thing in the line of posts, and that's it. It's like the second post on your dash will be an ad, and then you keep scrolling down, there's no more ads.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll always be for something shitty, and no one will click on it.
That was a ton of experience. Did you see that?
Is this just from chaining?
7,000 experience. Yeah, I guess. I'm going to have to move Dark. Okay, James Mason isn't here anymore, so I'm going to move Dark out of the party, because I don't want that Pokemon to hit level 50.
Yet.
I don't want this to happen, like
yeah.
right now.
Buster hasn't actually gotten experience in a
Yeah,
while.
you know what? I'm going to move Buster into the party, I think.
Yeah. And we keep having these streams when actual Buster is at work.
Yeah,
so,
I'm aware.
Yeah. But we should keep our main Pokemon up with everyone else sometimes. Yeah, lots of wow, they just keep going.
Yeah, everybody went up.
Lots of internet platforms, it's really like, you don't really see where the money comes from. It turns out it's like venture capitalists just expect money to come back to them someday, and they've been pouring money into it. It's like, oh, this thing gets used, this thing gets exposure, we're going to invest in it, and then, oh, it's a free service with blockable ads, and then they don't get very much.
Yeah.
I've heard it suggested...
Yeah, I'm going to move Almost Star out, too. Somebody said.
Yeah. I've heard it suggested that that's why things are happening, like Tumblr is trying to get rid of adult content and stuff, is because they are having, like, venture capitalists notice that money's not being made, so it's like they gotta start changing things and see what needs to be changed, and that it's not gonna work. The only things that really, like, definitively will make money are, like, Facebook is covered in ads.
Pidgeot's data will be added to the Pokedex.
Like, there's way more ads seen by way more people. It's like sheer force of numbers. Anyways, Pidgeot, the bird Pokemon. It's really straightforward. This Pokemon flies...
It's a bird.
This Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed, seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons.
Pidgeot, by the way, has a Mega.
I keep forgetting. It's very handsome.
Yeah, I always forget Pidgeot has a Mega. Mach 2. Yeah, okay, cool. That was
27.
seal number 27. Yeah. Oma means grandma in Dutch, so Omastar has always been my grandmother in my mind. Aww.
I've heard that before, that's a name for grandmas.
I've heard people use it. I didn't know what it actually meant.
That's probably what you were hearing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we'll take Dark out of the party. We will put... Oh, shoot. I don't know. We'll put this Hitmonlee in. We'll add this Hitmonlee to the party.
Might as well kick.
And then we'll take this one out. Remove from party. Because that Omastar started at level 44 anyway. And it's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then I gotta find Buster, wherever he went. There
Should
he
be
is.
at the top somewhere.
34. So we'll add Buster to the party.
Can you put the Hitmonlee out so it's walking next to me instead of Stella?
Sure.
And I don't think it's from this, or I guess it would be.
It would be here.
Okay. Let's see.
There you go.
Such a weird
There's
dude.
your Hitmonlee. Oh god, I ran into a Squirtle.
Yeah, no.
No,
I mean,
running.
I want it, but
I know you do.
I will not jump the gun.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to jump the gun on a Squirtle either. I agree that's probably a good idea.
Stop moving for a second. Okay. I want to look at this thing's animations. It's not super weird, but these things are so strange.
They're,
you know, it's
they're
a headless
constructed
human.
weirdly.
It's a headless human, so you see that thing in the middle of the night, that's terrifying.
3, 2, oh wait.
Oh,
yeah. 3,
Sorry.
3, 2, 1, throw.
There we go.
Jamie Hitmonlee Curtis. You could call this Pokemon Activia.
Kind of a long way to get to the pun, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine though.
Just, there's a lot of people with Lee in their name somewhere.
3.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. 3,
I'm sorry.
2, 1, throw. That's fine.
I think my brain's starting to destabilize.
Well, the pun with Hitmonlee is literally just Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
As opposed to Hitmonchan, which is literally just Jackie Chan. And if you bring that up to Jackie Chan, he laughs and he goes, "Why?" Oh, that breaks the chain.
Does it?
Yes. Running breaks it. So we just, fuck everything.
Aw, well.
I didn't know Seal could run even. That
doesn't have legs.
Fucks up. Oh, that was fucked up.
Well, we've got many.
Okay, now we got to check the summaries of these and figure out which ones are good.
We're keeping the one that's
bad.
Enormous.
It depends. This one looks okay.
Was this the enormous one?
No, this is the newest one we caught.
Okay.
But defense, speed, special attack, HP. This one's pretty good.
I guess if you wanted, sorry, kind of talking over your thoughts.
Go ahead.
If we wanted to have some sort of Bruce Lee pun, Bruce Lee's son was the Crow in the Crow movie.
Yeah, and he died in that movie.
Yeah. Man, that is a really sad one because it was that a prop gun was not prepared right.
This was the very big one, by the way. It's kind of just shitty stats, honestly.
Yeah, but it's a novelty.
Yeah, well.
But it's like a prop gun was not set up right, so he was actually shot by a gun. The guy who was holding the gun, the actor who was shooting him in the movie, was not at fault at all, but I cannot imagine being that guy.
The prop guy, by the way, apparently never forgave himself for that. That's like one of those weird stories that you can hear every so often where it's like, yeah, no, apparently that guy has just lived in like the most depressing like life forever from that point onward. Let's see here.
I really like the song that The Cure contributed to that soundtrack.
Which song?
Burn. Every night I burn, every night I scream your name.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure at some point when we were playing Off for Halloween, I was just making Cure references whenever I could think of one, and you were very confused.
Yeah.
You wouldn't agree that I was your trembling, adored, tousled bird mad girl?
I didn't know what you were talking about.
That's where it came from. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so Seal is a special attacking Pokemon, so I want to keep attention to that. I want to make sure that if we pick one, it's something kind of special.
Looks like Fafney's looked it up. Dugong is balanced attack and special attack. So.
Oh, okay, so that's not too big an issue then. If it's balanced, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, so you can just pick whichever one you would prefer to use.
I suppose.
Based on the other stats.
Yeah, based on the other stats. Well, based on the stats, and I'm thinking in the back of my head based on nature as well. Because this would be fine, but its nature is quirky, which is like the worst nature. It's one of the ones where you don't get anything.
Aww.
And it's like, oh, gross.
Was this the 5-foot one?
Yeah, this is the 5-foot one. It might be this one, to be honest, because this buffs speed but drops attack, which is acceptable. I'm okay with that. I don't think speed is going to be a big thing for them to have, because it's not one of their bigger attacks. Or no, one of their bigger stats, rather. Excuse me. But it could be interesting. Yeah, you know what? We'll just use the really big one then. This 5-foot one here.
Wherever it went.
Wherever it went.
There it was.
So that's the very last one that we caught.
Was it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll just use this big XL seal. And then the other ones we can...
Also a girl. We keep getting big girls.
Move Pokemon, check summary, change name.
What kind of wig do I put on this one?
Oh god. Change name? No, that's not what I want.
You want the marking?
Yeah, but I can't do it with the Pokeball.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't really care that much.
But if you give it a name, then you know which one it is.
Yeah. Can we send it to Professor and then have it be like multiple? Yeah, we can. We should send a few of these to the Professor. Or should we just wait until later?
I don't know. I'm just antsy about, like, the one that you caught first you also want to keep, correct? Like, the one that you had in the Pokeball before.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's fine.
All right.
We can take that one out. It was really just there because I like the idea of having seal candy.
Oh, okay.
Because you get seal candy for playing with Pokemon as well. Or you get candy, rather.
Oh, it's also being mentioned we've caught 2 5-foot ones.
Yep, this is the second 5-foot.
Okay.
I'm aware.
It's just like having a novelty giant seal is pretty good.
It's nice. I'm gonna give this one the seal candy that we have, by the way.
All right.
Because that's just one of those things where it's like, oh, we got a bunch of it. I may as well.
Yeah.
Seal got stronger.
And you can do that up to 200, right?
Yeah, you can do that up to 200.
So you really just had that other seal in as preparation for this?
Yep. More or less.
Oh, that was like your donor seal.
Yeah, well, a little bit. It's a seal that I played with really nice, and the seal wound up making candy, and that's good.
Okay.
That's what we needed.
All right.
We could just fucking leave. Do you want to do anything else before we go? Do you want to do like a Sabrina or something like that?
What's our viewer count? I don't want to do like cool stuff when no one's around.
I don't, it's here.
Well, I don't see it on mine because yours
it's on
is
mine. See it?
4.
Yeah. You don't have to say it out loud. That's what I'm trying to
It's like a
avoid.
lot of people have gone to bed, is why.
Okay.
It's like I don't want to do anything huge.
Seal candy does work on Gone, by the way.
Okay.
Somebody asked.
Yeah. And I was like.
Okay, then we
plotty.
won't. Like that's fine. That's all you had to say.
Okay.
Do you want to just call it quits then?
We could do some nonsense. Do you want to go?
Oh, wait a minute. This Kokonoe is doing something.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. No. What nonsense? What were you saying?
Like we want to go babysit Slowpoke or something?
No, I'm fine with
Okay.
not doing this again.
All right.
Okay. I am gonna put that the seal into the Pokeball though. So give me final thoughts then.
Final thoughts. Very large seal needs a wig, and I gotta figure out what wig.
Okay. She needs a name too.
Yeah. Guys can suggest names.
Oh fuck! I clicked partner Pokemon. Ah!
Oh, fuck.
I put this. Oh no, he's talking. Shit.
Hundog with Hakumen hair. I think those are my two thoughts for like things to draw next. Oh, second controller. Come on.
Give it a second. It's
Yeah.
trying to reload.
It's trying.
You can tell because it'll. There you go.
There we go.
Confirm.
Yep.
Once we get back to this, just wiggle yourself out of the game. Like wiggle your ghost out.
Okay.
we don't
So
have to deal
it's
with that
being
again.
suggested Latrice. I don't know the reference.
Trees.
They're saying a seal dressed up like a Latrice Royale character. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of this.
Not really sure either.
We can Google it later. My final thoughts are mostly on dinner, so I feel like I shouldn't just start rambling about that.
Yeah, maybe not do that.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm
Did
sorry.
Eevee
I'm
just
trying
say
to.
goodbye?
Yeah, but why? History of Stroll. Nothing. We didn't do anything. We just stood there. Let's see. Final thoughts. Can't wait to see Nep be in her game again, finally. Yeah, okay.
She's coming.
Yeah, it's
she's-
happening.
she's
it's
arriving.
happening. I'm sorry. We were
Okay.
sick.
Clinkle is explaining the reference is she's like a drag queen named Latrice Royale. So it's like,
Okay.
maybe. I'll look up what
We'll see.
this person's wig looks like.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm still waiting for this stupid thing to work. I don't know why it has to like literally disconnect every controller when you do that. Like
don't
it seems
know.
like such a weird. I don't know who came up with the concept within this.
Maybe it's
that, like,
just some
set this
technical
up?
thing.
It had to have been somebody within the company, is what I mean, though, who was like, no, this works technically, and it's like, no, it doesn't. That's so bad for ease of access. Also, can we I just want to talk about this really fast. As much as we'd have enjoyed this game and have enjoyed streaming this game and everything else, Masuda has been like asking people not to compare games that Game Freak makes to games that Nintendo makes. Like, I think I've mentioned this, but it's like, I still find it ridiculous that he said something along the lines of like, the game is a great value, please don't compare it to Zelda. And it's just like, don't do that.
Yeah, no. This should not be at the same price point as Breath of the Wild. It's really not. I will go on record, like, if you compare Breath of the Wild to other games, Breath of the Wild feels like it was a little unfinished. There's a lot of points of the game where
I think it's
beautiful
fine.
scenery with nothing in it. And it's like they were going to have DLC, they added some in. It's like, there's a lot of things to it that feel like there was follow-up that didn't happen. In terms of, like, not enough quests, a lot of the NPCs are just kind of there for one thing. It was like, it's just like, I feel like Breath of the Wild was more empty than it should have been. Compared to, like, Mario Odyssey, everything is amazingly thought out. Smash we have now, and it's like, there's just so much in it. Like there's a lot of things where, like, Breath of the Wild could have been better. It's, like, 20 times more game than this. Like, this doesn't even have all the Pokemon in it.
This doesn't have a camera in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I got nothing else.
We've got the final thought. New 13 did nothing wrong. We're gonna find out.
I mean, probably, yeah. We still have to do her storyline.
Yeah,
so we'll figure
that's
that
gonna
one out.
happen soon. Ish.
That I don't know if that's next Sunday, but that might be next Sunday. I still haven't
We're not sure.
kind of worked that out in my brain yet, so we'll figure it out, I guess.
It will not be any longer than, like, 3 weeks, probably 1 week. Well, somewhere between 1 and 3.
3 weeks?
Like, I don't know.
I guess. I don't know, but I don't think so.
Klein Cool's final thought is, Bang's a great boy. He is.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, if you put Bang and Ragna next to me and ask me which one was the best, it really depends on what they give me. Like, I can't choose. Where's the bribes?
Yeah. Anyway,
good
good night, everybody.
Are we doing new or Hakumen first? We did Hakumen.
We already did Hakumen. Hakumen's, that was last Sunday.
Yep, that's up. You can watch it now.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Have a great night.
I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the